Brad Garlinghouse is speaking to the XRP community today, and the SEC appeal has been dismissed. Now, allow me to play this video. It lasts for 4 minutes. Let's pay attention. As many of you are aware, the US SEC sued Ripple a little more than 4 years ago. At last, I can declare that this matter is over. It's finished. It seems obvious to me now, as I sit here and think back on 4 years ago, that this case was doomed from the beginning. It was, in many respects, the first significant blow in the crypto war. At that moment, I genuinely believed that Ripple was not only following the law, but that we would also be shown to be righteous in the eyes of history. In my opinion, this is a concerning indication for Bitcoin innovation in the US. The United States government should not be involved in the process of selecting winners in general. The judge is aware that this is about more than simply Ripple, I believe. There will be wider ramifications from this. The previous head of the SEC, Mary Jo White, has stated publicly that she believes the SEC is completely incorrect in this decision. The first business with the means, willpower, and fortitude to challenge the agency's overreach is Ripple, and this adventure comes to an end today. Today marks the SEC's long overdue surrender and victory. Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, used the same grounds that were used against us to target the entire sector. Their goal was not to safeguard investors. They committed to a non-fraud, victimless litigation, wiped out $15 billion in value from innocent XRP horrors, and were trying to scare and intimidate the regulator, whose main goal is to safeguard investors. The market manipulator was the SEC. Justice was not what the SEC was after. At any costs, they were trying to win a case. Our government's internal forces joined forces with the SEC and launched a campaign to debank anyone connected to the cryptocurrency sector. This was a battle of legal terror or lawfare. Thankfully, the judge chastised the SEC several times during this process. In the first place, faithful adherence to the law is lacking. In our case, the SEC was penalized for improper discovery practices. In other crypto instances, the pattern was replicated. Let's just say they're attempting to mislead you. We then prevailed on all significant legal issues, demonstrating that XRP is not a securities. The law now states that. Additionally, such victories have prepared the way for lawmakers to enact crypto regulations that align with almost a century's worth of securities legislation. According to today's news, those who pushed our own government against a technology and an entire industry have lost the battle on crypto. I'm encouraged that we've set the stage for other industry participants to recognize the benefits of standing your ground and to retaliate by following our legal strategy. A chapter in the history of cryptography is now coming to an end. We're all stronger, I believe, for both today's historic victory and our previous litigation successes. It is worthwhile to struggle for progress. Last year, we had several electoral successes in favor of cryptocurrency. The time has come for the United States to become the global hub for cryptocurrency. Fortunately, our government's legislative and executive branches now have new leaders. That leadership is actively looking for a logical and beneficial path ahead in the cryptocurrency space. Let's take full advantage of this. This is a moment of great promise. Let's get together. Let's get rid of the tribalism. Allow me to clarify. Ripple's primary message today is about thankfulness, which is also my main message. We are grateful to all of the people who supported us, to all of the Ripple staff, and to the amazing legal team at Ripple, which is headed by Stu Alderode, the best low-cost lawyer in the industry. Undoubtedly, we are grateful to the XRP family, our clients, and our partners. Thank you. Without your support and cooperation, we would not have been able to win this struggle. Since the biggest accounting firm in the world is now adopting a pro-crypto and pro-innovation stance to develop this technology in order to address pressing issues for people worldwide, I firmly believe that we can all agree that there is a ton of opportunity. Ripple never wanted this battle, but we knew we had to prevail, and we certainly have today. Thank you. You mean to say thank you? We are grateful to the XRP Army for their unwavering support of the ecosystem and for persevering while many others have given up. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Okay, I adore this man after that. Take a look at this. Brad and Stuart are here. Come on, rewatch it. Yes. Oh man, fantastic moments, fantastic moments. Okay, and now listen up. Brad is on stage at the Digital Assets Summit in 2025. We may now, and the SEC is no longer pursuing their appeal in the Ripple case. I wrote on X just as we walked up here at Assets Summit. Needless to say, we're grateful. I've been awake. Shall we stand up? I am able to sketch your feet. This is fantastic. This is good for the industry as a whole. Hurry up, hurry up. About 17 persons are in the 4.5 years, 4 years, and roughly 3 months have passed since the SEC's initial lawsuit against us. It was undoubtedly a difficult voyage in many respects, but as we discussed at the time, I'll focus on 2 points. I had a strong conviction that we would always be on the right side of history and the law. We mentioned that back then, and now that I've seen this, I feel somewhat vindicated. In addition, I would mention a movie that I uploaded on X a short time ago. One of the points I make is that we had to wage this battle for the industry because the system feels so flawed. Additionally, the SEC attacked the sector. Additionally, there were no victims, especially in the Ripple instance. Investors did not suffer any losses. The SEC did not say, oh, something went wrong in this case. They were attempting to intimidate. Simply put, they weren't behaving honorably. Fortunately, the courts did chastise them. However, notice that this is also a time for celebration. I believe that everyone concerned benefits from our industry's position on the opposite side. It benefits Blockworks. Bitwise will benefit from this. That benefits Ripple. Therefore, I'm quite pleased about it. Congratulations then. I think you did a good job. It feels like the start of a new chapter and a win for the industry. Do you feel as though a fresh chapter has begun? God, oh God. Well, I firmly believe that the reset at the executive and congressional branches marked the beginning of the new chapter. When Trump entered the race, he nominated Scott Bessent, Paul Atkins, and David Sachs. These are definitely influential individuals. Okay, so I played a little bit more here as well. Go see my previous video before you even watch this one. A 15-minute clip of an interview with Brad Garlinghouse can be found on Bloomberg. Go watch that video, give you some background, and of course a little extraness. I play the whole 3 thing. It's a fantastic video, in my opinion. Let's play this for 17 minutes. By the end of the year, RLUSD should be in the top 5 stablecoins, according to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. This is a significant advancement. With the United States moving closer to clarity, what are the prospects for the next generation of stablecoins? Once more, I believe we're underestimating the potential magnitude of it. You know, that market is worth roughly $230 billion today. Some intelligent individuals believe that could increase over the next 5 years. That's probably correct in my opinion. I believe that the 2 top companies, Tether and USDC, are all well positioned to succeed in that market. At the conclusion of the previous year, Ripple introduced our own stablecoin. Given where we are at this stage of the year, that already surpasses our internal projection. We're small though. The objective is for Ripple stablecoin, or RLUSD, to rank among the top 5 in the market by the end of the year. And I believe that this year will see a significant expansion of the market as a whole. Can you tell me how long it takes you to get there? With whom are you forming a partnership? Are you forming some financial alliances to increase the recognition of RLUSD? Yes, without a doubt. Even today, new RLUSD listings went up on a few international cryptocurrency exchanges. Every time you try something new, pause to see how it turns out and consider the pun of the ripple effect. Thus, we are witnessing that event in real time. Thus, I'm rather happy. As I mentioned earlier, we are ahead of where we anticipated to be in Q1, and we are therefore quite pleased with that development, okay? Additionally, Mikkel mentioned in this tape that Tether was not intended to be a stablecoin in the US. I felt that this video contrasted pretty nicely with the clip from Brad Garlinghouse. I'll play this now. Basically, we just received some new language earlier today that I think is beginning to slam the door on Tether. So I want to move on and get right into the stablecoin bill. The first development is that stablecoins operating in the US will have to meet stringent regulations